Yo, sometimes I have a hard time figuring out my own potential. First off, what even is potential? We're not talking about potential energy, whatever the fuck it is you learned in grade school either. I'm talking about potential. I searched it up into Google, and the first definition that came up was potential. Having or showing the capacity to become or develop into something in the future. I know I got the skills. My self-esteem is pretty high. How do I use those skills to improve my life, to better myself in the future? I'm a pretty creative person, if I do say it so myself. I play guitar, I'm artistic to an extent, I'm curious. I have an open mind, but I always find myself in the moment thinking, what am I doing with my potential? I'm not using it. And I don't realize what my potential has led me to. It's like, I'll be right here in the moment, right? I'll be sitting in my car, and I'll be looking out the window, and I'll just think to myself, what have I done to get me here? Obviously, of course, the answer would be, I left home. Yo, is that a tripod? Right? Who do you think you are? You think you afford a tripod? You know you don't got money.
$15 fucking dollars?
Yeah,
decline.
Card decline. But how come I still feel that sense of, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Why don't I feel accomplished now that I'm on the road? Okay, now let me talk about this. Money. I'm broke, okay? But I always tell myself, be grateful for whatever you have, even if I am broke. But if I clearly know that I'm broke, why don't I just do something about it and use my potential to achieve financial freedom? Instead, I'm just fucking living on the road and showering at gyms and shitting on public toilets and shitting in fucking portal potties. It's not fun sometimes. And just to make sure this video has like some kind of structure to it, I have a 3-step process, alright? So number 1, first step, I see something that intrigues me. Like it could be like anything on Instagram or something that I see in real life. Bam, alright, I see something, right? Then I get inspired. I'm like, oh shit, this thing is amazing. Wow. And the third step, the most important step of them all, is I create. That's the most difficult step, because it's like, once you get inspired, you don't know what to do with it. You don't know what's gonna happen after you get inspired. And the best way that I could say how to achieve the third step, which is the most difficult step, to just do whatever. It's kind of like drawing. I don't know if you ever drew something, but you just start using your pen, and going around in circles, and eventually this image just pops up on this piece of paper and you're like, what the hell? How did I make this thing? And then people will look at your drawing and they're like, how did you draw that? And then they're like, I wish I was a good artist. And in my head I'm like, yo, you are an artist. We're all artists in our own way. Mark Manson's The Subtle Art of Not Giving a
Fucking you bloody!
I read that book and I felt like my eyes were opened to the truth. Mark Manson also made his own steps. The fifth step is about focusing on what's happening now, right now. For example, I'm focusing on making this video. I don't know how good it's gonna turn out. It'll probably come out shitty. It'll probably come out good.
This is my house.
But that's like arbitrary bullshit. Like, everybody's gonna have their own opinion about whatever you make. Just like you have your own opinion on whatever you see in this world that we live in. All I can say is create. Put your imprint into this world. Be who you want to be. Use your potential, whatever it is, and do something with it right now. Don't let your potential go to waste. You're beautiful.